Cheers to that, bitches. Hi guys, it's Monique here from Vegan Living. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. I thought I would do another mukbang. This time, I don't know if it's boring to do one with the shake, so I decided to add a little bit of cake too. This is a vegan cheesecake. This is actually Jeff's, like, the only vegan cheesecake that Jeff actually likes. He was like so impressed. He was like, oh my god, Monique, who makes this cake? And it's PC. I have to say, they are coming together with the plant-based options. I haven't really tried a whole lot of their veggie meats. I feel like I tried one and I was quite disappointed, and I feel like their price is quite marked up. But anywho, this was really good. I'm only a huge fan of like their mozza sticks. I don't really like their mozzarella sticks too much, but with that being said, it might just be because I don't actually like mozzarella that much. Maybe they need to make a cheddar sticks, you know, and then I can like let you know if I actually like that. So anyways, here's my smoothie. I love chocolate smoothie. So anyways, this one is chocolate with fruit. So put frozen fruit, some spinach, and then I have like a scoop of the chocolate vegan protein powder. It's actually banana flavored. I didn't realize that when I had bought it. There's hemp hearts, and yeah, I usually use soy milk because I find that's really nice in smoothies and shakes. But this time I used, because I'm running low on that, so I've used dark chocolate almond milk. I brought a cloth here because I tend to make a mess. I usually wait until after I finish eating before I clean my face because I'm like, what's the point? But I figured for a video, people might find it annoying. Just check and see if I have stuff on my face. People might find it annoying to see me constantly having like a mustache. This might be an entertaining video to watch, at least for me later. So, this is my last day on my holiday. I took almost 2 weeks off, so Jeff took 2 full weeks off. The first week I worked like super part-time, only like massaging for our clients. It's hard to, this came out of the freezer. Okay. So yeah, so the first week I took off like 1 week, like just partially, and then the second week I took off like a full week. It's quite nice. I like this cake too. Oops. I find a lot of cheesecakes for vegans is raw cashews with like dates, and it's very heavy, very dense. I know it's like healthy for you or whatever, but I don't really like it, if I'm being honest. The only time I liked a vegan cheesecake was when I was in Vegas and they had used a soy based. So I wonder if that's what this is. Interesting. The dessert base is water, lima beans, oats, coconut, and safflower oils, gum arabic, sea salt, konjac. Well, there's a lot of things in this. Konjac flour. But it's like, a lot of this is fairly healthy things too. There is palm oil. Yes, I know that some people, they're looking for items that have palm oil. So unfortunately, yes, this does have palm oil, which is bad for the environment and makes it so poor orangutans are without a home. So it's hard though. It's hard to find things that like, I read a meme that said palm oil is like is the same thing as like finding milk ingredients like added to everything. You find palm oil in like everything as well. It's really annoying. Anyway, so yeah, Vegas had one that was like soy based. I don't think that this said soy anywhere on it really though. It's like lima beans. That's cool. Huh. Must be pretty. A quarter of the dessert is 4 grams of protein, and then I had like, notice there's a decent amount of iron. There's like 19%, but that's like when you have like 2 of these sized pieces would be a quarter, because it's like a full circle. They're quite rich, so I wouldn't like be able to eat like a huge piece, but they're less rich than like the cashew based ones, I find. So I figured, what better time to do a mukbang than on my last day of holidays? In my last, was it my last mukbang? I think it was my last mukbang. I talked about how I thought I might be low on iron because I have like almost lost my period this year, like since February. I mean, I guess it's a new year now. Since February or March or something like that of last year of 2021, I had less, I was bleeding less. Sorry if that's too much information. I don't know why people get grossed out about stuff like that, but anyways. So I decided to finally go and get my blood tested, because like I also donate blood, and the day after I had donated blood in December, I was very tired. So yeah, anywho, well, like let's fast forward a little. I am low on iron, and well, it's low on ferritin, so it's the protein that binds to iron, so I don't have very many of these. It's actually, I've always decided to be very transparent on this channel, so it's actually super low. It's like a 2, is it milligrams? I don't know what the wording is of what it is. Anyway, so it's super low, plus my hematocrit, which is something else that is measured within the blood that, anyways, that's just below the regular range. And that can signify that you have iron deficient anemia, iron anemia, I don't know. Anywho, so I have scheduled a chat with a family doctor. I do not have a family doctor yet, so hopefully this person is a good person to talk to and isn't judgy about me being vegan. It's very creamy. You can notice like a little bit of a crunch from like a bit of the crust. Yes, it is a little freezer burnt. Anyways, so I just went into Google and find a doctor. And then it brought me to this website where you can kind of search by like region and like area of like near where you live. So I chose one that's like fairly close by. It's not the closest one. I don't know if this is like a weird way of choosing, but in my brain I was like, well, people from like India and stuff like that, a lot of them tend to be vegetarian, I think. Maybe not vegetarian, but like they don't eat certain meats because of religious reasons. So I thought that maybe that would make this individual to be more open-minded. So I chose one of the females there that sounds like she has a name from India. Like, I don't know for sure, but fingers crossed that they're not like super judgmental. Anyways, so I guess I scheduled something, it's called like a meet and greet, but then I also said that my iron's really low, so I'm hoping to talk to them about that. So they scheduled a little bit of extra time to be able to chat with them about that. And I also want to talk to them about me possibly having ADHD and to like refer me to a psychiatrist so I can finally get an actual diagnosis, because I really want to know. I don't know if I want to take medication yet, but I figured it would be good to start the process so that if I decide that I want to have to try being medicated so I can live to my full potential, you know, that will be a little bit easier if I just start taking the steps now. Because if anyone knows anything about ADHD, you kind of tend to put things off a lot. Like I said, like it took me just about a year to just go and finally get like my blood tested, even though I knew at the beginning of last year that I should go and get tested. The weird thing, the interesting thing about that though, is I have another friend that told me that she was anemic the year before, so I guess 2020. But she said that she bled a lot. So like I don't think my period being low really signified that. Maybe it's signifying something different. I don't really know. I don't know these things. I've heard that like someone say that if you're really low on certain fats, like omegas, that you could start to lose your period, but there's hemp hearts in here. I don't know if I had listed that as some of the things that I put in, but so I eat a lot of hemp hearts. maybe I should try and incorporate chia and flax a little bit more. So yeah, I think the main reason why I got really low on iron, which I had mentioned in my last video, was that for one, my family is very prone to being low in iron to have anemia, but also I haven't really been eating a lot of like leafy greens, tofu, and all that kind of things, all the things that are higher in iron. There's also frozen fruit in here. I don't remember what I said what's in here, but anyways, so sorry for jumping all over the place. This is just how my brain works. I think it's something to do with ADHD, but I don't really know. Yum. This is actually really good. I haven't done it with like the chocolate almond milk in a while. If you like sweet things, you will like that chocolate milk, but if you don't, you'll probably find it a little too sweet. So non-heme iron, which means not from the blood, is plant-based, and then heme iron comes from like eating animals, from their blood, right? Like the, anyways. So since I'm vegan, I'm eating the non-heme, which is often like harder to absorb for most people. So I eat it, so it's better to eat it with like vitamin C foods. So that's why like I have some fruit in here with the spinach. I know that like if you cook spinach, it makes it a little bit easier to absorb. But I wasn't really sure if what that would taste like if I cooked the spinach and then added it to my shake. Wouldn't that be disgusting? I don't know. I was reading something about like blanching things. I've never actually blanched anything. I'm not a very good cook, apparently. Like, I don't know all these like methods. I had to Google it today. I was like, what does that mean exactly? So I kind of only knew a little bit of what I meant. So yeah, you cook it and then you put it into ice water. And then I think you can like freeze it later and it'll make it store better and then keep its like nutrition value and stuff. So maybe if I did that and it came from the freezer and then I put it into this, it wouldn't taste so gross. But I feel like warmed up spinach in a shake does not sound appealing to me. I don't know, it sounds gross. So usually my choice is kale to put into a smoothie. Yeah. Cheers. This is actually super tasty. I was just about to make like a chocolate peanut buttery one, but I was like, I'm like, I have some frozen fruit. I should use a bit more of that. So, yeah, the reason, like, for me not knowing all these answers is probably a good thing that I'm finally taking initiative to go and see a doctor. So I'll make sure to update you guys on that, about like whether or not getting like an iron transfusion helps, and like if I'm able to, like, I don't know how long I'll have to wait until I get to test my blood again. I'm hoping in a few months. I don't know how long it takes for it to like, for the iron levels to like go back up. From your like bettering your diet. So when I found out that I was really low, I started taking a multivitamin, because before, you guys, I was being so bad. Oh my god. I was like not eating leafy greens, not really eating tofu that much, or other things that are high in protein. Well, high in iron, sorry. Things that are high in iron also tend to be high in protein. So like also lentils and stuff like that. I'm trying to work on like increasing those things. But I was only taking like a vitamin B12. So now I'm taking a multivitamin. So I'm gonna ask my doctor if this is good. Because it's kind of crazy. You have to like have 3 of them a day, because you're supposed to have it like with your breakfast, lunch, supper. So I usually have about probably 2 of them, because sometimes I'll forget some. Anywho, so once you have 3 of them, then it gives you like the amount of iron that you're supposed to. I don't know. Hold on. So per one, there's like 6 milligrams. So then there's 18 per day that you would be taking, which I think is what women are supposed to take. Again, too much information, but I'm the queen of giving out too much information. My piss is like bright neon yellow ever since I started taking this multivitamin. I'm like, holy crap, what the heck? But I went and read into it and it said that that's normal. they said if you're that concerned, you can talk to your doctor about it. But yeah, I think it just means that you're peeing out like excess minerals, which probably means that like I'm getting too much vitamin C or something. I would guess that it would be vitamin C because I'm pretty good at eating fruit. I've started actually eating fruit with most of my meals now, just because I'm trying to absorb the iron a little bit better. I wish that there was like a fruit or a vegetable that was well known for being high, well, I guess leafy greens. But besides that, something that's easier to munch on that was high in iron, and then I think I would have a lot easier of a time with it. I have been eating the soybeans a little bit more. So I have the edamame beans. That's what I'm trying to say. I have these frozen packages of edamame beans that you just microwave for like 3 minutes or so. And it's so good. So that's one thing that's easy to snack on. If you have other suggestions, comment down below for me, please. Something else that's exciting that's high in iron is chocolate, which is partially why I'm eating lots of chocolate for this video, for this topic. I thought it was fitting. Speaking of that, I have on like this chair over here different chocolates that I wanted to talk about that I've tasted. Let's just do a chocolate review haul thing, a vegan chocolate review. So a lot of people think that when you go vegan that like that they couldn't go vegan because they're like, ugh, I can't give up chocolate, I can't give up cheese and all this. But like, I'm here to tell you, there's some that are actually pretty decent, okay? Not all dark chocolate is equal. Not all of it is made the same. If it is made with cane sugar or some like healthy sugar, then it probably will taste more dark and like nasty. But if it's made with like white sugar and it's got other things in it, it's like cocoa mass and cocoa butter, I find it breaks up the really strong flavor of cocoa powder or cacao powder, and it tastes better. Okay, it doesn't taste like you're licking cocoa powder. What is in this? Because this one is really good. They put the sticker over top of the ingredients. What the? There's this sell-by thing. It's like right on top of the ingredients. There is pumpkin seed butter. That's the first ingredient, actually. So there is cocoa butter in it as well. I can't tell what sugar is in it. Okay, so really funny. I was like peeling off the stickers on these two, and if you will look, it says sugar-free. That's no wonder why I couldn't find sugar. So anyways, this one does have just like regular sugar in it, I do believe. That's what I found. Is this the sugar-free one? Which one? This one's the different one. So this one doesn't have, yeah. This one says icing sugar, actually. Whew. Okay, so yes, that proves my point. Like what I was trying to say is that when you have like sugar in it and like cocoa butter and all that, it makes it taste better. This is a really good brand of chocolate, which is the point that I was trying to make. Yummy. Well, we all know what a little buttercup looks like. Yum. Yum. This has like such a nice sugar and creaminess combination. It's so good. So, this brand, Waterbridge, is usually, don't buy this one. I was reading the ingredients and apparently this isn't vegan. Waterbridge, I usually get their fruit and nut one, and that one's really good. But when I went to go read this, I was very confused. Because it says 5 milligrams of cholesterol. Why? Why? I don't understand. There's cocoa mass, sugar, cocoa powder, soy, lectin, and that's it in it. I'm like, what the F? Lecithin, soy lecithin. So I don't know if it's like because of like a may contain thing, so they just added 5 milligrams. I want to reach out to the company. I haven't opened this yet. I'm gonna reach out to the company and ask them, why the heck? Is this vegan? I don't know. So I'm not promoting this one, but I'm promoting the Waterbridge fruit and nut one. That one's very tasty. And then this is another Yum Yums Cleo's. And then I went to Purdy's recently. Where's the third one? I bought 3. Oh, it's right here. There's 3 different, they only have these ones right now in store that are vegan. Apparently they have an advent calendar, so that's cool. I think the 3 of these together was like $11. You save $1 when you buy 3 of them. Otherwise they're like $4 each. So my favorite one was like the one that was kind of like a milk chocolate. So you see it says milk with a Y. And then second place, I would say their trail mix one. And then third place, just the dark chocolate. I wouldn't really recommend this one. Yeah, those are some of the vegan chocolates that I really like. I also sometimes get the Walmart's no-name brand chocolate and almond. It's quite sweet as well. Kind of just depends if you're someone that likes darker flavoring versus, or if you like something that's more sweet. If you like something that's more sweet and tastes more like milk chocolate, then I would recommend like the no-name almond chocolate thing. Great Value is the brand actually from Walmart. They're Great Value bars. Apparently Superstore has a no-name brand as well, but I haven't found it. Is it down with like the sweets and all the candies for those of you that shop there? I haven't come across it yet. Yes, this is quite. Ice cream makes me very happy. I'm gonna just do like a little dance. So good. For Christmas time, I bought these. So it's this giant one of the Ferrero Rochers. And Jeff and I have been sharing it. So it's a hollow one. It's really good. That was a big bite of chocolate. So yeah, only the hollow ones are vegan. These were quite expensive. I got it from Save-On. It was like $7 or $8 for one. And I bought 3 of them because like I bought one for Jeff and one for each of his parents because they all like Ferrero Rocher. And then afterwards I was like, what the hell, man? I forgot to buy one for me. Fail, vegan fail. Anywho, so Jeff and I have been sharing this one. Yum. Very good. Although, after having some of this thing, I would say I like this more. I'm just going to try the sugar-free one as well, just to see if I also like that. So I'm like, would I like something that's sugar-free, or is it going to taste really dark? Oh. No, I like it. It's still nice and creamy and smooth, but it's not super sweet. So if you're someone that doesn't like really sweet chocolate, get the sugar-free one. So it still tastes good. Nice. Where are these made? They're in Canada too, so they're made in Canada. Cool. Nice. This is Dwarf Stars. I'm gonna be so hyped up. I have a massage later today for myself to get one. I just feel so hyper right now. It's a good thing I plan on walking Madonna, my dog, before going. That'll burn off some energy. I'd like to say that I'm almost done this mukbang, but I thought I was winning at mukbangs. I'm like, I'm almost done all this food. I've been having a hard time eating the food fast enough and not talking so much. I'll get there someday. So good. I actually got this from Vegas Veg Fest. I'm so excited to be able to go traveling again someday. This year, Jeff and I might travel. We might go to England and go to like the vegan camp out. We'll see if they actually held it last year. So that's kind of surprising. I just want this pandemic to be over. I heard someone had this theory, and it makes me very hopeful. I'm very, very hopeful in this. They said that like they think that as more variants come out, that they'll have that the virus, like COVID, will get less and less severe. And I'm like, that would be very lovely, because if it gets to the point where it's just like the common flu, then you know, it doesn't have as severe symptoms for some people, then I think that we'll be able to go back to normal. Please. But that's a funny thing. It's like anyone, whether you're pro-vax or anti-vax, everyone just wants things to go back to normal. Cheers to that, bitches. Okay, so to stop this video from being like a half hour or more long, I don't know if that's how long it is already, to prevent it from being too long, I think I'm going to cut it off here and I'm going to chug this and then go about my day. I got to talk about most of the points that I wanted to talk about, so that is all that's needed. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry that in the beginning my brain was completely scattered. It might have been because I hadn't really eaten a whole lot today. I did actually eat an apple earlier, and I feel like I snacked on something else. Oh yeah, I had a bagel. I had a bagel and an apple. And then I was like, hey, let's film a video. Anyways, so sorry, that's just how my brain works though. It's just like literally all over the place, so it'll be exciting to find out if it's because I have ADHD or if it's something else. Yeah. Because let me tell you, trying to run your own business and having your brain like whoa, scattered like that, it's quite difficult. One thing that I do that does help with that is a bujo. Look at me using these weird words. Bujo means bullet journal. So I started doing it. This is the one for this year. The one I did start from last year, I actually lost it. I misplaced it. So because I was like, oh, there's lots of pages left, I can still use it for 2022. But anyways, so I started a new one. Because I only started it in like August of last year, and I think there was 1 month where I stopped using it and then I started using it again. I like this one because it's got like this thing. Anyways, all it is an empty notebook, and then you get to write your shit in it. And you might be like, Monique, why don't you just use like a daytime planner or whatever? Because Bujos, bullet journals, are super ADHD friendly because you get to make your own index. And you can have random pages where you just like doodle or something. So, because the regular journal-y thingies, the planners, they have too much structure to them, and they don't have like for someone with ADHD, it's nice to have like pages in between that you can just write whatever, and you can choose where you want to put your month, and then like several days. So this is on page 6, and then I chose page 14 to have February, and yeah, and then you just have an index at the front so that you can find where things are. And then I usually put like little stars or something next to whatever the month is so that I can find it easily, or whatever things that I'm like trying to focus a little bit more on. I'll put like little picture-y thingies next to it. Excuse me. So yeah, it's quite difficult to like try to run your own business while your brain is so scattered. And then something that I just learned recently though was that I guess a lot of people with ADHD end up working for themselves because 1, they're innovative, and 2, because then they don't have anyone getting mad at them for not being on time or not like doing the things that they suck at. Like, it'll just like push the things that they suck at us towards someone else. I feel like I might have talked about this in the last video, maybe. I'm not too sure. So I thought that was kind of interesting, because I do know a couple other people that have ADHD and they do own their own business as well. And they're vegan. Not saying that veganism has anything to do with ADHD, but it's just kind of fun to like, for me to like put those all together. Anyways. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's super all over the place. I'm gonna have fun editing this later. That's a joke. I will not have fun editing this later. It's like all over the place. Okay. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe if you have not already, so that when I get to 1,000 subscribers, I can do live videos. That would be so lovely. I would love to do live cooking videos and stuff like that with you guys. Okay. Bye-bye. Veg, peace and love. Till next time. Bye.